One of the questions that we get asked is it a good idea to defer taking OAS past age 65, especially if you can get more by deferring? So there's a number of points that we want to chat with you about in this regard. The first point I would make is if you qualify for GIS or may qualify for GIS, then you can't get GIS unless you're also already getting OAS. So I know it's a lot of acronyms, but you have to be able to get that. You have to be getting OAS. So that's something to consider.
There's also a potential clawback if you're already getting OAS and other sources of income. You may get clawed back on your OAS. Sometimes you may have other sources of income you want to take if you're trying to deplete RSPs before age 71. In that case, it would be better to defer taking OAS while you're trying to take RSP income early. So it's tricky.
And what if you're still working? Like if you're still working and earning income and then you start taking OAS or deferring it and taking it next year, and all of a sudden it puts you into a higher tax bracket, you get the OAS, but now you're paying more money in income tax, for example. If you're married and your spouse is still working.
Right, so when you're taking pensionable income, you can split that with your spouse. So you need to also consider if you're still working, maybe you defer OAS. Maybe you're not working, but your spouse is still working, making a high income. That could be another reason why you want to defer OAS. So as you can see, it really depends on everyone's unique situation, and there's no one pat answer for everyone. You'll hear your friends and family saying, oh yeah, we're supposed to take it early. That's the best. You never know how long you're going to live. Other people say no, wait till age 70. So you even heard a funny comment recently about someone saying he heard a magic number.
Yeah, that you should take CPP at age 63. It was the most beneficial age, which I have never heard of before, but I mean, it's obviously something that's floating around. But an interesting one was there was one client just recently who in next year will be receiving some severance as they are finishing up their employment. So when I ran the calculations, I realized that if they were to start OAS in 2021, they would actually only end up losing it all because of the severance. So it made more sense to take, she had to take the severance whether they wanted it or not, but it made more sense to defer taking OAS into the next calendar year to avoid the OAS clawback altogether. So it's really a lot of different circumstances and a lot of moving parts. And when making this decision, you have to determine all of your sources of income and what is the proper order for taking it.
Yeah. So like we always like to say, proper planning, it prevents all kinds of issues. And in this case, proper planning will prevent you losing potential income or paying too much tax on the income that you're receiving. So it's all very important to take into consideration.
One of my favorite lines is having a plan will keep you from overspending and becoming a problem or dependent upon somebody else. And it also prevents you from underspending and becoming the wealthiest person in the graveyard, neither of which are very good options. Hope you enjoy this presentation, and we'll talk to you soon.